Okay, no problem. Take your time and you can explain. Anybody else? Can I ask for response here? We have almost got some ideas from all the teams, and we have got a couple of teams to explain about the ideas. Smartwatch team is now going to explain what they are going to offer. Yes, Neha, come on.
Good morning to all.
Good morning.
We introduce smartwatch. Most of them use smartwatch, எல்லாமே யூஸ் பண்றீங்கல்ல. Then we introduce gold plate with diamond watch. Okay. It's a costly watches. Luxury price and affordable price we introduce.
I'm asking why are you late? You attended yesterday? This is not pleasant drink. Yeah, so
We introduce luxury and affordable price. Anyone can buy and use it. Then
what would be the cheapest or the lowest price of your product?
because most of them use smartwatch, sir. Middle class people have
So,
எல்லாருமே அதிகமாக எல்லாருமே யூஸ் பண்ணுறதுனால மிடில் கிளாஸ் பர்சன்ஸ் வந்து யூஸ் பண்ணணும்னு நினைப்பாங்க. அதனால we can introduce cheapest price also.
only executives watching country. Smart watch. ஒரே ஒரு நீங்க ஸ்மார்ட் வாட்ச் பிறகு கண்டிஷன்
நான் யூஸ் பண்ணுறதுனால we are the sellers, so buyers can use that.
So you are giving smartwatches in the most lowest price in the market. Thank you. Nice thinking, Sneha. Come back. Good. 10 marks for Sneha's team. Yeah.
Okay, we are going to introduce an app that is Capido. All would have heard Rapido. That's like a person who is asking someone to make a drop that I want to go here. But we are going to create something like new. That if a person starts his day, he would travel somewhere by reaching his destination. He can enter in his app. We are going to invent this app, and in that app he can tell like where I'm going. And if someone is interested in going to the path which I travel or the same destination, and I will get a concession for it, and we will acquire a profit from that, and we will run it in a prosperous manner, and it will be feasible for someone who is traveling to the same destination, and it will give a fee for the first customer for us, and the person who is making the start of the travel. The second one will have the what he did is he is going to his destination at the right time and with a low cost. The first customer will get the concession for which he is traveling. If he is traveling alone, he will not get anything. But if he is traveling with a person, he has a friendly relationship with him and a cost for it. And almost we have like whatever the fuel may be, like electricity or a petrol, whatever, it doesn't matter. He will travel with someone else and he will make up his cost feasible. Like we are in Tamil I can say. No harm, no nothing. Like we are starting up a company and we are staying simple. One of the most valuable quote of Warren Buffett: if you could make money while you are sleeping,
Not offer.
while you are earning money, if you are earning money while you are sleeping, you are the successful person. Like you are more successful in this making. So
How do you earn money while sleeping?
because we have invented app, you will come into that like you are getting money as well as we are getting a profit out of which you are getting from third person. You will get the money. You are not doing much.
That's the wrong idea.
A smart one, right?
The example that you said, the statement that you said in Tamil, those attitude will not go far away. I was actually very impressed with the start of your presentation, but without effortless business and effortless money making, I have got opposition with Warren Buffett's thinking also. If you're making money while
But one of
sleeping,
the most richest person.
One of the most richest persons, I totally agree. He's the person who gives at least 12,000 crores to India every year to raise our stock market. I have huge respect for him. But youngsters today are actually basically they are a little lazy these days, and because of these kind of smart
CEO
ideas.
of Google is in search of lazy people who can make work take easier.
Agreed, all that is agreed. But the statement, those people have not been holding this idea when they were 21 and 22. Those people are thinking about this idea after coming to work. We are speaking about the youngsters who are supposed to work and who are supposed to put their hard work in jobs. So this entire workshop and this entire training is for putting up things and taking effective, smart and hard work and smart.
Smart one?
No, what you are saying is completely ridiculous and it's not smart. It is definitely not smart. Now, you are opening an app and we have got separate app developers team which is really slogging out and which is really working out hours and hours together during the day and night. That's hard work. But the developers ought to be benefited. But what you are mentioning is, I would have been even more happy if you had said that we have got separate team of developers who are really putting their hard work. But at this particular age, if your attitude holds up a message that we are going to earn, and the Tamil slang that you mentioned, that is completely offensive. If you are working on that line, we cannot go far away. Maybe in another two to 3 years, the business will be completely locked down and it will be the wrong.
We will be upgrading it.
Yeah, say that. Upgrading is very good. Upgrading is very good. But at the same time, I don't want a youngster like you, who is really strong, mentioned, to think on those lines, to have effortless and shortcut methods.
Not only this, we will be upgrading and we will be making plans like going for villages where buses won't be there, and we will be running like trust. Even I like donations very much. I like Ratan Tata who donates more than his earning. I would do plans like whatever we would afford and like new plans to be executed in where people want to get that. We will be giving that.
Second part is really nice. You could have made the second part as the first part. யோகாம நான் வேலை செஞ்சுட்டு நான் சம்பாதிப்பேன் அப்படிங்கிற அந்த attitude இங்கே youngsters யார்கிட்டயுமே இருக்கக்கூடாது. நான் நினைக்கிறேன், having got the experience of training more than 75,000 people in this society, I don't want the youngsters to have that. Anyways, your presentation was really good. Vignesh, right?
Yes.
Good job, Vignesh. Thank you so much. Karuna Shankar's team gets 10 points. Please have it noted down. Now, Padam Priya, come on. Ah. Yes, sorry. Yes. Fantastic. Good. Tangible example. Good. Well, it's an interface for both sides. And we're all digital marketers in one way. What's your name, sir? Vikesh. So if Vikesh has got a new phone, what Vikesh does is he takes a photograph of his new phone and he puts on reels in Instagram, right? So he's digital marketing. We wear a new dress, we take a snapshot of it, and we post on Facebook or we post it on our Instagram page. That's digital marketing. Memes is a digital marketing. So digital marketing is the first one, and I'm so happy that you people have taken smart examples. You spoke about smart examples. That's it for the video. We like to speak as a leader. Right, okay. 15 points for the team. Have that. Now all the teams have introduced. Now Ramesh, I was asking question and I did not allow you people to speak about the business. So come on, please. What are you doing? All the 10 teams have explained what they are doing. Now you can. Straight opposite to your mouth. That's how the mic works. Yeah.
We have created a company called
Fantastic. Very professional explanation, Ramesh. Thank you so much. 15 marks for the team. Have that noted down. Right. Now, we are moving to the second round of this particular activity. You have only explained about your business and you have prepared a lot. Sir, you haven't allowed us to explain whatever we have prepared. You can speak. Is there any team? You see, Mr. Manigandan, we have prepared a lot of things. Sorry. We have prepared a lot of things and we need time to explain all the strategies that we have prepared. Does anyone think like that? Needing more time to speak about your company? Yeah. So.
For the machine to make like an point, could be especially using handballs solutions where people travel from geographical regions and then
Adding up the point, 10 points for the team. Any other tips before we move on to the next level of this particular activity? The next level of the particular activity is some common questions and interlink of two companies. I'll give you an example. Startup consulting firm led by Kritika and Akash's firm. Now I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to give a kind of a role play situation and let's see how these two companies are facing. The year is 2020 and industrially it has been a complete lockdown and publicly it has been complete lockdown. Akash's company has been having a good proposition for another country, say France. France wanted to invest in Akash's company for setting up a recycling unit in their country. Akash's company had got the money. And in 2020 November, they had to send the materials to France. But because of lockdown, they were not able to send. There's a huge problem for you because the company in France has sued up a case against your company's name. And they're asking for 10 crores as a compensation. How would your company deal with this particular state? And you have a book that you are carrying. Maybe you can take some ideas from the book. 10 crores. 10 crores is the compensation loss that Akash's poultry recycling company is facing. Think about that, Team Akash. Now for you, I mentioned a particular company which has got loan. You have helped a company to start up and they are really doing well in the market. They are earning at least 5 to 6 crores per annum as their annual profit. Okay, right? But as a consulting firm, they have to pay you a margin. Right, that's how it is. Okay, so if I start a company with your help, my first annual profits, 40% should be paid to you. That's how business consulting firms are working. These guys have been in the market for about 5 years and they have never settled a check for even 1 rupee. And you have got a huge loss of about 10 crores. Same 10 crores, but in a different form. How would you deal with this? Okay? Think about it. You would like to answer now? They have to give you the payment, Amish. And you have to, even your logistics managers are also not getting a proper pay. 10 crores is not a small amount of money. And they have been into this market for 3 years. And in these 3 years, they should have given you 15 crores. But they haven't paid the legitimate 10 crores that they have asked. 10 crores loss for Kritika's team, 10 crores loss for Akash's team. Okay, right? So, water recycling firm. You made a recycling for a particular manufacturing unit that went wrong. Water got contaminated, laborers drank that water, and they were sick. And because of that, there were huge medical expenses, 5 crores loss for that particular person. And they are asking you to pay the 5 crores because the mistake was yours. Some recycling went wrong. So 5 crores loss. Okay, right? So these are the 3 cases. Now, let the team think on their own ways. The other companies, ஏதாவது ஒரு வகையில இந்த 3 கம்பெனிஸ்க்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ண முடியுமான்னு யோசிங்க. Just think over. Robotics company, smartwatch company, like IT company. If any company is willing to take any of these 3 challenges, or if you have solutions for them, அவங்களுடைய solution அவங்க சொல்லட்டும். But if any other companies are also giving solutions for this, you can speak. Does anyone have a solution for any of these three challenges? 5 crores loss because of medical expenses, 10 crores loss because of people not paying properly, and 10 crores loss because of France filing up a case against their company. Anybody has got any solution? Book கையில வச்சிருக்கீங்களா? அந்த bookல இருந்து ஏதாவது solution. Sir, I think this book might be helpful for it. அப்படின்ற மாதிரி. Take your time, take your time. I'll give you 5 minutes time to think. Yeah. You have a- Okay, wait. Before I give you 5 minutes time, 10 points for your team. Like, Ragadishwaran had come up with a solution for your problem, water recycling problem. Let us hear it one more time, and Maya's team has to say whether they are accepting. Please say it right.
We could invent a robot which can analyze the pH level of the recycled water recycled by the
And for this, how much your company will charge you?
30% of
30% of the profit or recovery profit you get should be given to them. Whether you accept the proposition or not, that your team will have to decide. They say that they will come up with a robot designed for testing the pH level of the water recycling process. Think about that. You have got 2 things to think. Any other person, any other solution for anybody? Vishnu, to your own problem? Solven.
Sir, first we propose the agreement that before
Okay.
they accepted that agreement.
Okay.
Now
Ah.
they went out of that agreement.
அப்ப நீங்க அவங்க மேல
We can
Case file பண்ணலாம்.
legal fees.
ஸ்மார்ட் ஒர்க் இதுதான் நான் நீங்க யோசிக்கணும்னு நான் நினைக்கிறேன் 15 marks for the good job. And if the discussion is not going well, then you will take that legal action. Right? Good. Fantastic. 10 more points for your team. So, Akash's team, yeah, there is a solution that was given by Pragadishwaran, and Maya's team is really thinking over it. But right now, Vishnu and Kritika have made their position very, very strong. Vishnu gave a solution, realistic solution, 15. And Kritika gave a realistic solution. What Kritika says is very, very plain. First, we will speak to them, making them understand about the agreement. If that is not okay with it, if that particular discussion is not coming about, then we will take the legal action. That's what Kritika says. So together Vishnu and Kritika have earned 25 points for the team. Now Ramesh says he has a solution for team Akash. Yes. Yes, correct. Correct. Yeah. Right. Fantastic. So you mean to say your company has got a good tie-up with France? Okay. And what's your benefit? If they are accepting, what benefit you will 10% of benefits. Akash's team, Kritika's company has got a tie-up with France, and the ministry is also ready to help them. If you are taking their help, you will have to give 10% of the 10 crores penalty as a profit. Whether you are taking it or not, I leave it up to you. 15 marks for you. Please note that down. 15 marks.
I think it's a better deal since they have a good relationship with France. This could help a lot of my employees as well. So I will take the deal. But I would also seek. We are a sustainable company, so
Okay.
we're helping a lot of people.
Right.
So we would also show them, like tell them to show some compassion,
Right.
which is the second principle of
Right.
the 7 habits of highly effective people, which is begin with the end in mind.
Begin with an end in mind. Begin with an end in mind. What Akash says is that the second habit written in the book called as 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which means when you're starting to do a particular task, always have a particular plan and then you start working it. Adha begin with an end in mind. That's what he's emphasizing. Continue.
And sir, the 7th principle is sharpen the saw, the principles of balance self-renewal, which
Right.
means time.
Right.
I mean, it's to cut a tree, it requires a lot of time to cut a tree.
Right.
So we're also helping a lot of people. So
Right.
we need some time
Right.
and some compassion
Right.
so that we can do wonders.
Right.
Which can help a lot of people, save lives,
Right.
and it's also helps the environment.
Right.
So that's
Fantastic.
what we are ready to do a thing.
Deal agreed upon. That gives 20 points for your team and 20 points for your team for making the deal agreeable, and another 20 points for your clear-cut explanation about the second habit and 7th habit of the book. One solution has been given. Now, time for your decision. There was a proposal. Yes, Abhinav.
Purifies water for the fuel but then devices that categorize all companies, we take up their contract and we verify it for them. And this error has occurred just only for a single company.
Yes.
We cannot raise something against us.
Yes.
And will be our error and we have accepted it as a mistake. And as we are not only having a contract from a single company and a variety of companies, we are having a problem with our reasonable income and we are ready to pay to them as a final point. And what we see as an error from our side is the working that the world rules are changing. We consider that we have to update our system, our machine, our plants, and this errors might have occurred because of our, the lag we had for our updating our system. And as we said, the robots we were supposed to ask to know the exact state of pH value. We would recommend them for us because our plants have that system of having the proper scale of pH. And as I said, our error for not updating our system would be they should.
Thanks, but no thanks. That's what Team Maya says to you. But Jagdish, you get the deserving point. 15 points for your team and 25 points for your clear-cut explanation. The art of saying no. There's a book called as The Art of Saying No. By the way, Aridam, any extract for this problem from emotional intelligence? What is it? What Abhiram mentioned, representing Maya's team, is that they have got additional sources of income to face this 5 crores compensation loss, and they will take it up. But Jagdishwaran's idea has not been accepted. So, in any case, good job. So, 4 teams. One proposition, deal closed, another proposition, deal diverted. Okay, right, fine. Now, any other, we are getting into the next solution where I am going to rope up 4 other companies. The other people can also help up. The story will be in such a way. But before that, Maya's team, Akash's team, Kritika's team. You have got any solution for anybody else? Has got any solution for these 3? Right, okay, fine. So now I'm going to pick up one scenario. There's a guy, his name is Benjamin. Benjamin is a very, very big businessman and one of the renowned businessmen and businesswomen in Asia. And Benjamin comes to India. And Benjamin was going for seeing a cricket match in an indoor stadium. And on the way, he had a little bit of a problem. So he just walks into the office showroom of Sneha and he gets a smartwatch from Sneha's company. And Sneha's company is legitimate enough to give 5 versions of watch. Benjamin does not want cheapest prices because Sneha was emphasizing the lowest prices. Benjamin wanted to go for the high-end models of this watch. And Sneha says, okay, fine, so our employees will be giving you the most 5 premium editions of the watch. So he buys premium editions of the watch. On the way to the stadium, Benjamin has got the second stop. And the second stop is in Padampriya's company. So there he goes and says that, look, I'm going to be here for 2 months for watching this cricket match. World Cup is happening, T20 World Cup is happening, and I'm going to, let's assume that World Cup is happening in India. So I'm going to be here for 2 months covering up all this. But within that, I want you to do digital marketing for my company. And he's running plastic manufacturing company. He creates toys for children. Okay. So he signs a contract with Padam Priya's company for manufacturing the toys. And he will be staying here in a 5-star hotel for the next 2 months, and he will take care. And he has hired this company for digital marketing. Okay. And he goes and watches the first match. And India loses the match, so Benjamin is literally twisted into his mind. He's not very good, in a very good mood. So towards the night, when he goes back to his hotel room, so he lands up in the office of the construction firm, Ashwini's company, right? Construction firm. And he says, look, I have asked some of my laborers to come from Bangladesh and stay here. And I want a very good apartment for them. So Ashwini says, I will be giving you the blueprint tomorrow, so maybe after the prototype you can decide how much you are investing. He says, I will invest 2.5 crores. And Ashwini gets an advance of about 50 lakhs. Okay? He wires the money, wire transfer is done, and she gets about 50 lakhs. So how many companies he has got tied up with right now? 3. Which are all the companies? Fantastic, right? After 2 days, he goes to another match. India again loses the match. This man gets even more evil. At one point of time, he even thinks that he has to go to Bangladesh. Okay? So at that point of time, what happens is the e-transportation firm, that is Karuna Shankar's firm, comes and says that, sir, we heard that Ashwini's company is a very close associate for us. Why don't you give us a contract for e-transportation? And Karuna Shankar's approach was very much likable, and he signs an e-transportation. Fine. All of my plastic goods, you will e-transport. So in about 2 or 3 days, he makes a tie-up with 3 or 4 companies. After 1 week, Benjamin has got a notice from Bangladesh government because of the black money invasion. And Benjamin is arrested. Okay? And these 4 companies have been doing all the things that Benjamin was asking for. He was also making a bulk order for his employees, some 3,500 smartwatches. Sneha's company has manufactured and marketed, and Padam Priya has got almost about 30 to 40 lakhs to be given by Benjamin, and 50 lakhs has been got in advance, and that 50 lakhs has been on black money. Now Ashwini is in trouble, and Karuna Shankar has been paid in advance. His truck, the transportation trucks were seized. Every other company, Benjamin arrested another money. Now how are you going to get out of this? First, you need to get the money from Benjamin. Second, the police has filed a case in all these companies' proprietors. Sneha's name and Padam Priya's name is in the police register. Ashwini's name in the police register, and Karuna Shankar's name in the police register. Both in the Indian government and in the Bangladesh government. Help these 4 business people. Who has an idea? Think. They themselves give an idea. Which company you are trying to do? Say your idea. What is the mistake they commit? But Padam Priya, Sneha, they all have seen Benjamin's photograph in Business World magazine. Very. The citizenship card, you mean, right? Passport. Okay, so idea accepted. Very good. You have any solution? So it's a kind of a generic view that Divya has given for all the 4 companies, and it is a kind of an advice. It's not probably a solution, but it's a kind of an awareness that she has tried to give as a close citizen. Unfortunately, they cannot, Divya, because they have themselves police registered cases against them. And if you go and ask the government will say, clear your case first of all, and then come to us. Government, you mean government? யாரும் போய் கேட்கணும் கவர்மெண்ட்னா யாரும் சொல்லுங்க. Okay, make a confession and ask for the death penalty. Fine.
So,
Alright.
so if they have a
20 points for your team. Akash, Vaishnav, after Akash. Yes, Akash.
So if they have a personal agreement, like written agreement or a cordial agreement with Benjamin, they can file a case against him. Since he's very rich, the feds can they can seize his assets
Okay.
and pay off what's remaining to them. So I think that's a good idea.
So for that you will have to have an attorney, an advocate for
a
it.
law.
Right.
They can seek,
Go by the law.
Yeah, they can seek legal help of attorney a law firm, and they can file a case against.
Fantastic. That's a good idea. I accept it. Right. 20 points for you. Okay, two teams are given solution for this entire big case. One is from Pragadish's team, another one is from Akash's team. Now Vaishnav speaks.
There was a case as the same. The factory was being circulated in multiple businesses, and they were innocent. Which is the money was being invested in multiple businesses was they were innocent, but the person who invested is the main crime. The only point which they had to the government was they were paying their taxes exactly on their current dates, and every day they are having a problem. If the black money is also taken out to the business, and they have paid their taxes, they have the points. And to be frank, the main crime is being done by Benjamin. So he will be mainly targeted. They're just like franchises.
They are good taxpayers, basically, all the four businesses.
Because digital marketing is not something doing which is illegally. They must register it. They must get a verified protection from the Google Play Store. They are doing their ad. So they must get a verified certificates of registration and other. So they are good. And coming to the smartwatch brand will not be outside. Many China things are being used in India.
Yes.
But most of the branded things, she mentioned that it's most costly. So must be branded. So she's when she's going a branded thing, she will be paying her taxes exactly in the tax. And coming to the construction, she is also doing this as a service. She will get a present from the government for helping the middle class people. So I think government will help them, sir. But if they are paying the taxes correctly, and they have their accounts paid.
So your entire solution is based upon the assumption that they are paying the taxes properly. Good. Nice. Again, 20 points for you, Vaishnav. Right. Good job. Other? Harish. Fantastic. Nice. That makes a lot of sense. And assumption-wise, also, they are both Vaishnav and Pragadishwaran have targeted their disciplinary kind of financial commitment. 20 points for your team. Pragadish, Ramesh. Come on, the other people, try to buckle up. See, he sold a solution. எவ்வளோ மோசமா எவ்வளோ அவுட்லாண்டிஷா இருந்தாலும் பரவாயில்ல. Just give it a try. Right. Right. Okay. Yeah, correct.
And we have a stringent framework in India, and when it comes to bringing funds from the because it's not damage.
That is.
We are not sure whether Benjamin returned the money to FDL or he returned to the bank. Whichever be the case, so the one practical solution for the only more mercy so we need to wait for some time until the case gets finished. The best possible solution is Benjamin has to pay the income tax bundle. Since the problem arises from the as far as India is concerned, to all these businesses are registered. Either they can have a legal remedy, whether they use from they can have a legal remedy. And if you want to stop it, don't recommend them stop their
Right.
since they got it as well. They can continue with their business process until the case gets solved in the
That's a fantastic ideology. Thank you, Ramesh. 20 points for you. Have the has noted it down. Best part என்னன்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா பாதிக்கப்பட்ட 4 கம்பெனிஸ் தவிர எல்லா கம்பெனிஸும் இங்கே பேசிட்டு இருக்காங்க. That's the real best part. அந்த பாதிக்கப்பட்ட கம்பெனிஸ் வந்துட்டு சாணக்கியா மாதிரி ஏதோ யோசிச்சுட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஸோ அதுக்கு நம்ம ஒரு 10 வருஷம் வெயிட் பண்ணணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஆக்சுவலி நீங்க ஏதாவது யோசிச்சிருக்கீங்களா? Do you have any solution for your team? No? Okay, it's okay. Sit down. Any other solution? We have got solutions from Akash, Vaishnav, Pragamesh, Ramesh. Any other points? Any other solutions? Okay. Good. You mean to say that you would like to give us statutory support by telling the biggest number? Fantastic. Thank you, Kritika. 15 points for the team. Yeah, Vishnu, you raise your hand. Kritika says she will give statutory support. You know, a business consulting firm, we have got connection with the higher authorities. Like Divya mentioned about talking to the government. That's what Kritika has given us the answer. So the trustee and the kind of Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of HRD, how we tell them idea. For that, I give 15 points. Vishnu.
Sir, before the share is commitment, these buying of the car must be within the contract. When any of them commit with an illegal issue, the contract turned into a void. If the contract is made void, all the resources included in the contract are seized and returned to government.
English But unfortunately, the point is these people have never arrived into any contract. அதாவது பெஞ்சமின் from Bangladesh சொன்ன உடனே அவர் பெரிய ஆளா தான் இருப்பாருன்னு சொல்லிட்டு actually that's the problem. You don't have written contract. The agreement contract லே இருக்கிற பயங்கரமான contract இல்ல ராஜா. It's a direct justice, immediate justice. Signing of the sign பண்ணது என்ன சொல்லி கேட்டா invoice, voucher papers, payment papers அது மட்டும் sign பண்ணணும். contract இல்ல. Yeah. But that's a good solution. 15 points for your team.
All these ideas are a little bit time consuming in India, so it takes a lot of time for cases to be finalized. So I think to move things faster, I think it's highly advisable for them to approach an attorney or a law firm because they can make things much more faster. So
Right.
I advise them to
Advise them to get into a mandatory law firm. Thank you. 15 points for your team. Law firm. Do you think any firm can come for any assistance in the case? இவங்க சொல்லிட்டாங்க இவங்க இருந்து நிறைய ஹெல்ப் வந்துச்சு. ஸோ பாரிங் பிசினஸ் ஸ்டார்ட் அப் கன்சல்டிங் ஃபார்ம் வேற ஏதாவது கம்பெனி இந்த சிச்சுவேஷன்ல இவங்க யாருக்காவது ஹெல்ப் பண்ண முடியும் நீங்க நினைக்கிறீங்களா? எஸ் மேடம், வாட்ஸ் யுவர் நேம்? மானசா. எஸ் மானசா.
We are trying to help the construction company by providing water, by providing good water for them, for the construction company.
Quite possible.
Yeah. So
Water
we
is
are
an abundant need
we
for
also need to pay the fine.
Right.
So we'll be sharing.
Wow. How lucky Ashwini Stevens. Are you accepting?
Yes, sir.
Right. Fantastic. You definitely accept, right? Good job. Good job. Thank you. Manasa, 15 points and 5 points for taking the volunteerism to speak. So 20 points for your team.
So I also have a proposition. We can also provide them with labors since we are a highly labor intensive company. So we can also provide them with labor.
But Akash, you have just solved the problem with France country.
But we are a labor intensive company, so we have a lot of labor. With them.
For the construction company.
Yeah, for the construction. We have a lot of associations, like labor associations.
But there are other companies also. See, Padam Priya is now getting the BP high, and she's fanning herself out.
Oh, yeah, we can also offer them.
Alright. Oh, yes, okay. Padam Priya. அவங்க
We
labor
have big financial companies.
No?
Ready.
I see. அதனால வந்து business வந்து நிறைய robots human beings வேலை செய்யணும். அவ்வளவு பேர் தேவை. Ashwini, are you taking the labor from that side?
Construction company, labor is very, very important.
But we got financial here, so.
Finance.
Yeah. Our company can release
Labor is important, right? For your field, in your field of business, labor is the most important thing, right?
But
You need labor for construction.
our company, there are many laborers.
Already,
Yeah.
you have to pay them.
Yeah.
அஸ்வினி தெளிவா சொல்றேன் நீ கொடுக்கறதா பணம் இருந்தா ஆளே எனக்கு
Okay, that's what you want.
But Akash unfortunately cannot lend any money right now because he himself has pulled himself out of the rock bottom situation, right Akash? Right. So supplying man laborers, Ashwini has said no and Padam Priya has also said no. But points, 15 points for your team. Good job, 10 points for speaking up, Ashwini. Sit down please. Yeah, once again. Vignesh, what am should be Kate or thank you. They say that they will give you money and in exchange you will have to digital market their robotics. That's all. Very fair. It's very fair. Accept it? Okay. Fantastic. So, what's your name, sir? Ravi, just like I gave for one song, give for an idea and fight for your award. So, 20 points. Once again, we'll come by sequence. Vignesh has raised hand, Vaishnav has raised hand, and then Ryan has raised hand. Vignesh.
So, they were delivering water, we would transport to them.
Okay.
And whatever things like labor also, we can transport to whoever needs them.
Okay.
Transportation, everywhere it can occur, so we would give hand to everyone. And for the past,
I mean, when you say everyone, for the construction company, for the watch company, and for the digital marketing company.
yeah, we can work with them. And for the last case, we have like Benjamin. In that also we can pay the compensation and we can go through law by saying that like Benjamin is doing different part and we are at the side of them and we would not know about the black money as he is different.
உங்களுக்கு எங்கிருந்து இவ்வளவு பணம் வருது பெஞ்சமினை பார்த்துக்கிறேன்றீங்க
Sir, we are giving service and we are getting money for it. Like transportation is our business, so
English, then it is a private government. If whatever you are saying is going to be possible, then it's a private government run by Karana Prakash. Karana Prakash, then he's following again. Okay. Vignesh graciously says that he would like to give transportation for your company's sake. Would you accept?
Yes, yes, sir.
Ashwini Steve is accepting? Okay. இல்ல அங்கே யாரும் இங்கே தான்.
the water to them.
Water to them they have accepted.
No, for that also can do.
Oh, transportation. So would you like to make
Everyone
use
can
of
adopt it.
ஆமா யாரையா போன் தந்தா வெப்பன்ஸும் ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ணுவாங்க. Good job, Vignesh. 30 points for you.
Already.
And you can give the fuel for us. Yeah. See, it has come as an interconnected chain strength. Like Vignesh gives transportation and Vaishnav gives bunk services, that is fuel services. Right. So if you're taking transportation, then you will have to take it from Vaishnav also. Very much for your team. Thank you so much. Once again, yeah, right.
Sorry, they are ready to merge with the company will provide software and we will give necessary things to pay off their
Software.
software.
You mean to say software?
Software.
Soft?
Software.
Okay, right.
So
solve their problem.
Some customized, tailor-made software for solving the problem. Accepted?
Yeah.
Yeah, one second.
They are ready to give money, and we can provide labor.
No, he's not proposing for money. He's saying that he will be giving a customized software.
Are you ready to fix the money?
Money is abundantly available with Vignesh. He can transfer anything. Right. So you still don't have money, Akash. You want to get it. They are asking you. Or you are accepting their proposal? No, right. Pretty clear. Yes, okay, right. They are accepting. 20 points. Akash, I'm coming back to you. Abhiram? Okay, what
By providing identity,
will you be able to invest that much amount of money for 5,000? Not right now, Mr. Abhiram. What Abhiram is trying to say is, if you are, it is like chain reaction. If you are helping point A and being point B, he says that being point C, I would like to push you and give you a leverage so that you can. You'll go with the one I was told idea. But right, not right. You go with the financial crunch. Almost. 20 points for you. Team. Akash. So you wanted to help Padapriya's and Sneha's team, but there is a separate deal that has emerged between you and Ryan.
Yeah. If they are willing to give 10% of their company, we can do business.
You wanted to see Vijay Malia, right? So that's. It's not here.
So I have to pay loads.
Don't understand, I really appreciate the business acumen in both of you. 10 points for you and 10 points for you. Right, for this Benjamin case study crisis, the teams that have given the solutions were majorly from Kritika's team, Vaishnav's team, Abhiram, Pragdishwaran's team, Akash, and of course Ryan. And Ashwini has gracefully accepted a couple of things, and Padapriya accepted one, and she rejected two. Sneha's team accepted one. Now, இப்போ உங்களுடைய point network எல்லாம் எனக்கு சொல்லுங்க. Total of the points and tell me how much points you have.
130.
Akash's team 130. Okay. Subhash 40. Right. Okay. 55. 110. Padapriya's team 15. You have another point. Towards him. Your point. So you're going to basically give them counsel. Good. 20 points. Thank you. How much is? Reshma. You got a point. Who's speaking? What's your name, sir? Hemant Chandra. Okay. Look alive. Let's listen to Hemant Chandra. He's speaking for the first time. Yeah. We can make partnership with lending money. Digital marketing firm. You have money that much to give. Your ID company. There is no deficiency. points, 50 points for the idea, 5 marks for your warrant is done. Right, okay, so what's the mark? Puja, you're on 125. I think they are leading right now. Maya stays 80. 130. 140. Rikesh, you want to speak? I'm very sorry. Boys and girls, Rikesh wanted to speak quite a while ago, but I missed it out with the flurry of things. Yes, Rikesh. So clean money basics. It's a good idea. It's a nice spark of an idea. 50 points for you. Good. You can help them. Now, in the part of help, get on it. Everything getting out. Now, the Ashwa business going to business jump. English going to have friends on the money. We are earning while sleeping your mind. அவங்களுக்குள்ள பேசிக்கிறாங்க ஆனா இது யாரு பேசுறதுக்கு பதில் சொல்ல மாட்டேங்கிறாங்க ஏன் பேசுறாங்க சரி அவங்களுக்கு என்ன accepting Vinesh
As you have told, we have surplus of money and so much demand for money. We are ready to lend money and we are going to start up a financial.
நீ எந்த பிசினஸ் வந்து ஜூபிட்டர் இங்க தண்ணி கூட நிறைய பேருக்கு இல்லைன்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவங்க கொடுத்துருக்காங்க we have surplus of money we would like to give for serious college we would like to give for BSc college bank people will line up in front of your house because even for wire transfer we have got limit but with the speed of your idea you will have to give cash physical cash இன்னைக்கு physical cash வந்துட்டு ஒரு பெட்டில போட்டு நீ எடுத்து போனா அப்படினா you will have a big rate from the income tax department from the banks and from the ministry also
Make a partnership like for some years like for recurring of them and after that we will dissolve them.
Agreed. Thank you, Vinesh. 15 points for your team. Good job. Nice. All right. Right, good job. So, we have got teams scoring up about 130, 145 and all that. We have got a team that is still compelling. Rocket launch our one idea. But the points for test is right? Only 10 points. Smart launch. நீ எந்த நேரத்துல வந்துட்டு lowest price சொல்லியோ உன் மார்க் lowestலயே நிக்குது ரைட் அப்புறம் poultry needs only money you are okay so they are providing water source for you yeah
if they are able to advertise our product they are a water recycling company right so if you are willing to advertise our product we can do this.
Okay, they advertise the product, Akash, because
because water is essential, and they could have a lot of social and companies are up to them, like social awareness companies are present, so they can use that to market our products. So if you are willing to give us resources, we can do this.
I don't think that's a wrong idea. I mean, it's coming in this real sense. So 25 points, 15 for the idea, 5 for you, and 10 points from him. 20 points for you.
150.
Hold on, Vignesh. Vignesh, go ahead. Ramesh, come on. From Wise for Action. Go for it. Entrepreneurs too. Yeah, sure. Okay, stop murmuring and listen.
So having after building the water very important.
You have to be holding up a unique idea, and it should not hold the reflection of anybody else.
Yeah, that will help the brand over the long term. The second important point is we need to use carbon neutral. So carbon neutral, we need to promote electric mobility for all the businesses. So we have electric pump stations. So we can put up all the EV charging stations in all the
I mean, sustainable energy.
yeah, so ecosystem has to develop. These are the important. This is copycat. Avoid the copycat situation. The other one is the carbon.
He speaks with a lot of data, and how do you think a person is able to speak with a lot of data? What is he doing for it? He's an experience in this field, but also, I mean, for the matter of fact, Vaishnav is also using a. Whenever Vaishnav speaks, he comes up with some data. Whenever Abhiram speaks, he comes up with some data. Akash is trying to say, what is the correlation between these guys? Like people like Ramesh, Akash, Abhiram, Vaishnav. Enna pandranga? They are doing one thing on a very common basis. What is it? How?
Books.
Reading? Say that word, correct? Reading. You know when your stomach is hungry, but you never know when your brain is hungry. Brain is always hungry. So the reading, voraciously, unclassified things. You read an article about cine industry, read. You read an article about the current modern version of Royal Enfield Bullet. The Hunter model is such a big failure. So you read something about it, read. You read something about Rajmohan, you read something about Maniratnam, read. You read something about Kuwait, you read something about Thailand, read. Because the brain wants so much of information. Knowledge கொடுக்கிற மாதிரி கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் விவேகானந்தர் கூட கொடுக்க முடியும். When you have knowledge, when you have the reading அப்படிங்கிறது அது கொடுக்குற மாதிரி கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் எங்கேயுமே கொடுக்க முடியும். நிறைய பேர் பேசுறதுக்கு தயங்குறதுக்கு என்ன காரணம்னா ஸ்டாக் இல்லை. சொல்லணுங்கிற ஐடியாஸ் இருந்துச்சுனாலும் அதுக்கு கரெக்டாக வேர்ட்ஸ் போடுறதுக்கு vocabulary இல்லாம இருக்கிறது வேற பிரச்சனை. பட் ஐடியாஸே இல்லாம இருக்கிறது தான் இருக்கிற பேத்தட்டிக் சிச்சுவேஷன். And look at that, you've got the devices. And that devices, we have got multiple sources of internet. இப்போதான் நிறைய உங்களால ஈஸியாக படிக்க முடியும். இத்தனை பேருக்கு இந்த கிளாஸ்ல how many people in this room? I still do this and my bag has got the journal I can even show. Right? எத்தனை பேருக்கு நான் இப்போ சொல்ற பழக்கம் இருக்கு? Put your hand up. Like you read something and அந்த ஸ்கிரீன்ஷாட் எடுத்து வைக்கிற அந்த பிசினஸ்ல அதான் வேஸ்ட். Right? But you read something, you take a separate journal, you say take a separate pen and you write down immediately. Date போட்டு டைம் போட்டு எழுதி வைக்கிற மாதிரி. Does anyone have the habit? Good. 1, 2, right. 3. 1 research scholar and 2 PG students. You scribble, right? That's what is the most important thing because you never know how your brain is getting active. It's never know. The limbs never know. Why do you think our education system still has got the examination system? Because when a boy or when a girl is writing down, that's the best way to stimulate things in the brain. Screenshot எடுத்து வைக்கிறது, இல்ல அதுக்கு sticky notes app யூஸ் பண்றது, அதெல்லாம் waste. All those will be depleted. I still have, என்னோட பேக்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு ஜர்னல் இருக்கும். இப்போ அபிராம் வந்து பேசுறாரு FIFA வேர்ல்ட் கப் பத்தி, அதுல எனக்கு ஏதோ ஒரு புதுசு இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா அபிராம் போன பிறகு நான் நீட்டா எழுதி வச்சுப்பேன். அபிராம் பேரும் சேர்த்து எழுதி வச்சுப்பேன். One thing differentiates அவங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி நான் டேட் டைம் யார்கிட்ட இருந்துன்னு எழுதி வச்சுப்பேன். So that could be useful. நீங்க அதை அடிக்கடி பண்ணணும். That will be useful for your examination, that will be useful for your spoken English, that will be useful for attending your interview for your job. So, இப்போ இந்த மார்க் எல்லாமே இந்த ரீடிங் ஹேபிட்டை வச்சு நாலேஜை கேதர் பண்ண முயற்சி பண்ணவங்களுடைய கான்ட்ரிபியூஷன். That's where after the break. Please.
So as a student, I used to never write. Like ma'am just said, when I became a scholar, even now, what I'm doing, my subject alone, instead of taking screenshots, I write out everything in a separate book.
Right.
Like this is my third year. I have the book, a 200-page long book. I started from the first year. So this is only the rest of my research because even then I'm not doing like what you said. It's because I'm serious about what I'm doing. So I hope I can encourage this other things also. This is like my need. I have to do it. I shouldn't forget it. And I'm going to face so many things because of my research. So like you said, it makes a lot of sense because once I go back, there are so many things I write and note it down. Laptop and phones don't help really. So when I just have to turn back, read, I get things. So I just hope I start with the same attitude respecting the other things also.
Right, correct. Thanks for the input. What she is trying to say is this. Thank you so much for adding up. What she's trying to say is this kind of a notebook, get a notebook like this or get a journal like this, which has got the executive look, which right? So, நான் இந்த தைரியமா உங்ககிட்ட தந்து காமிப்பேன் ஏன்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா நீங்க படிக்க நினைச்சீங்கன்னா சத்தியமா உங்களால படிக்க முடியாது because sometimes I even don't understand what I write. அதனால you see, okay, so jokes apart, this is the point. So I keep writing flurries and flurries of pages. Okay, when I have an idea while I'm driving, I will pull over, I'll stop the car, and I will write things like this. Okay, so these pages will always be fired, right? You know how crazy I am. Telephone index is good and pages waste பண்ண வேண்டாம்னு சொல்லிட்டு. See, all these are ideas that could be used in session. All these are written statements. There is something called as psychological technique, written manifestation அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. அது வந்து goal setting ரொம்ப முக்கியம். இந்த ரூம்ல என்ன லிசன் பண்ணிருக்க சீனியர் ப்ரொஃபசர்ஸ் ரைட் ஃப்ரம் த சீஃப் டாக்டர் உமா மேடம்ல இருந்து எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் ஏஜ் வைஸ் சீஃபா இருக்கிற ரங்கராஜன் சார் வரைக்கும் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வரைக்கும் எல்லாருமே யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். There is something called as written manifestation, and written manifestation is a psychological exercise. Let's say for example, Akash wants to do something in the month of November. So Novemberல அவர் ஏதோ ஒன்று பண்ணணும்னு நினைக்கிறாரு, ஏதோ ஒன்று முடிக்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறாரு. At the same time, Vaishnav has got something to be done within February 2023. So one young man has got something to be done in 1 month. Another young man has got something to be done in 3 months or 4 months. Written manifestation, you take a notebook and you take a pen and you need to write that goal. For example, Akash, if I ask you to finish or if I ask you to give a 1 month goal, what would that be? ஒரு மாசத்துல ஒரு கோல் அப்படின்னு உங்களை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் உங்க பர்சனாலிட்டி பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் நீங்க வைங்கன்னு சொன்னா அது என்ன கோலா இருக்கும்? Maybe improvising in one particular skill or something.
Sir, lately I took up the habit of reading books.
Okay.
Used to read a lot, but now I just started again.
Okay.
So I want to read a lot of books.
Right. Fantastic. Vaishnav, ஒரு 4 மாசம் என்ன கோலா இருக்கும்?
In February is the month of writing SSC boys are writing researching and CSET examinations. Very much interested in, so I teach them and make an minimum of the cover groups. There are almost 5,000 candidates. At least I will make it 4,500 candidates to get a.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. That's very meaningful. I really appreciate you for your helping mind and teaching capacity. So now I got the goals of Akash and Vaishnav. So let's say for example, if Akash and Vaishnav are experts in written manifestation psychological exercise, what they'll have to do is, statement should start like this: I am certain that, what is it? I am certain that I finish, or rather, I am finishing this. But let's say for example, if like Akash has got the 6 pillars of self-esteem book already written. Akash or a written manifestation statement இப்படி தான் இருக்கும். I am certain that within the span of November 26, 2022, I am finishing up the book called as The 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem written by Nathaniel Branden. I am also certain that I am using the concepts learned in my real life. This is a passage. Coming to Vaishnav, I am certain that by the month of February 2023, I am getting into the sublime position of training as many youngsters as possible to get high regards of marks in that examination. Now these two boys have written the written manifestation. இந்த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்டை எழுதும்போது I am certain that நீங்க கவனிச்சிருப்பீங்க. அப்புறம் present continuously அவங்க எழுதுறதை நீங்க பார்த்திருப்பீங்க. I am finishing the book. I am getting into the sublime question. Subconscious mind ஓட syntax என்னன்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்கன்னா present continuously எழுதணும். எழுதும்போது என்னன்னு சொல்லி கேட்டா both Akash and Vaishnav can see that particular instant happening into their brain. That's what happens. Why do you think the storytellers and why do you think the poets are always very, very happy? அவங்களுக்கு happiness ரொம்ப ஈஸியாக கிடைக்குது. ஏன்னா அவங்க எழுதும்போது அதுக்குள்ள போயிடுவாங்க. When they write a poem, they live into the words. When they write a story, they jump into the words. அதான் written manifestationல இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு முக்கியமான விஷயம். So ஏதாவது ஒரு விஷயம் நீ ரொம்ப டல்லா இருக்க, உனக்கு கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் இல்லை அப்படின்னா தனியாவா take a separate notebook or have an exclusive journal like this for that and keep writing. Okay, right. I am certain that I will be completing this in this particular period. அப்படி எழுதும்போது அதுக்குள்ள போ. See that particular thing already happened. Feel the happiness and feel the feeling at that point of time while you are writing. What happens here? You are conditioning your brain to get into that and you will definitely achieve the goal. ஏதாவது ஒரு கோலுக்கு அதிகமெல்லாம் வேண்டாம். 10 நாள் ட்ரை பண்ணி just 10 days. Just 10 days. யாருக்கும் தெரியாம சீக்கிரட்டா பண்ணிக்கலாம். இதையும் தயவு செய்து ஃபோன் இருக்கிற நோட் பேட்ல போட்டு டைப் பண்ணிட்டு ப்ளீஸ், ரைட்? ஹேவ் சம் சென்ஸ். இந்த மாதிரி ஏதோ ஒரு நோட் புக் வச்சுக்கோ, இல்லை ஒரு பாக்கெட் சைஸ் நோட் புக் வாங்க, 15 rupeesக்கு, 5 rupeesக்கு ஒரு பென் வாங்க. So keep writing that statement and put it in the pocket, and every time take it up and look into it and read it. You will be reminded about the book. Why do you have screensavers in the phone? Because it reminds us something, right? அதே மாதிரி this is called as written manifestation. இதை நான் ஏன் இங்கே சொன்னேன்னு சொல்லி கேட்டா, I want you to have both reading habit and I want you to have this written manifestation practice. Written manifestation for your goal, reading for your knowledge. Okay, right? Now, after the break, we are breaking for a break now. After the break, what we are going to do is, ma'am, you are ready to say that? Yes. Thank you. I read your mind. I saw the tea coming through, so I see this stand between your cup and the lip, so you can go to the candle, refresh and come back. And once we come back, what happens is, all the gentlemen and elegant ladies who have spoken, it's called as the mute mode. All of them will be mute. Vaishnav will be mute, Akash will be mute, Ramesh will be mute, Kritika will be mute. So on the team la, அந்த mute பண்ண ஆளுங்க யாரும் பேசணும், மற்றவங்க தான் பேசணும். Okay? For the ensuing part of this game that we are playing, the other people will speak. And if they speak, they will get good marks for it. If Vaishnav wants to help this individual, or if Vaishnav wants to help her, he can speak, but Vaishnav cannot stand up and speak. And that's the mute mode. So we are going to play. Oh, that's a requirement. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Actually, I got 2020 to 2022. The 2 வருஷம் நான் பண்ண ட்ரைனிங் பேக்கேஜஸ்ல ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டே அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணிட்டு நெக்ஸ்ட் டே வந்துட்டு அவ்வளோ பேர் ஆப்சன்ட் ஆனதுங்கிறது இது வரைக்கும் என்னுடைய கேஸ்ல நடந்ததே. ஆனா இன்னைக்கு அது நடந்திருக்கு அப்படின்னா அந்த 34 பேர் வந்து அவங்களை நானே பார்க்கணும்னு ஆசைப்படுறேன். எப்படி அவங்களால இப்படி ஒரு வாழ்க்கையில் ஒரு முடிவு எடுக்க முடிச்சு, அதாவது இதை விட வேற என்ன எக்ஸைட்டிங்கா இருக்குன்னு அவங்க அங்கே போயிருக்கானுங்கிறத தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும்னு ஆசைப்படுறேன். சரி, அவளை விடு. பட் இப்போ என்ன பிரச்சனைனா, இது நடந்த பிறகு 12 மணிக்கு நீ போயிட்டு திரும்ப வரணும். நீ திரும்ப வர்றதுக்காக நான் என்ன செய்யணும் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு உனக்கு ஏதாவது ஐடியா இருந்துச்சுன்னா, விக்னேஷ் உங்ககிட்ட நிறைய பணம் இருக்கு, ஐடியா இருக்கு. சரி, ஓகே, jokes apart. I believe in all you people that you will come back. Exactly in the next 15 minutes. Is it possible? From now it's 15th minute. 12:30, sir. Okay, the people who are going for mass, please inform them very quickly. Meet you after 15 minutes for the next round of this game.